Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. This is Allie Tarot 108 and today we are doing another celebrity K-pop reading, seeing as all the K-pop fans have found my channel and they're requesting everything. And I did start on the readings for BTS group, the individual guys in the band. I have done another video on Suga as well, so if you are interested, please do check it out on my channel. Suga reading Suga reading. But yeah, today we are looking at the most searched member of the BTS group, V, Kim Tae-hyung. I hope I'm saying that right, Kim Tae-hyung, because yeah, you guys are the ones getting me into K-pop, and I will remind you, please, comment down below for any future readings you're interested to see, interested for me to do, anyone you're curious about, or anything you're curious about. Doesn't matter what it involves. Can be K-pop, can be other, whatever, you know, I'm here for you, all of you, with these readings today. So yeah, we are gonna do a past, present, future reading today for V. I'm just going to call him V throughout this reading, okay? It is his stage name. I have heard him say that it's more of his BTS stage name rather than his independent stage name. It seems like for his independent career outside of BTS, he prefers to go by his regular name, Kim Tae-hyung, or Tae-hyung, maybe. But yeah, we are going to look at his past, we are going to look at his present, we are going to look at his future, we are going to look at his future marriage, we are going to look at his future of where he may live in the future, and I have got some messages about that as well, because before I do these readings, I generally do a little bit of research on the people that I'm reading on, because you have to, of course, if you're not a super fan, or if you really don't know much about them, you know. So I do read a little bit of Wikipedia, I do watch a couple videos and just meditate on the picture or on the video of the person and really get a feel for them and get into their energy every time I do the reading. So yeah, that is how I connect with each person. So we are going to read on his past life as well, because we all go through many lifetimes, and if you become a super famous celebrity, especially in his case, he has a very rare, he's a very rare kind of person where he came from a farm village and became a global superstar icon. Can you imagine it? So it's not ordinary how he grew up and how he came to be famous. So first we are going to look at his past life, and this card did just fall out. I just got a glimpse of it, but yeah, let me just say before we begin, like, my name is Allie. I'm a tarot reader. I'm an astrologer. I'm a psychic. I'm a medium. I have lots of videos on my channel, and if you like this video today, if you're new to the channel, please don't hesitate to check out any of my other videos. I do medium readings called Tarot Medium, something I'm getting into more often. I do all sorts of different readings, celebrity, political, pick a card, monthly zodiac, all kinds of stuff. So if you like this content, please do subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And I have seen in my stats that many people watching, you are not subscribed. So if you do like my content, please subscribe, you know, just to even support the channel, whatever. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's look at V's past life first. So this card came up, City Dweller. Oh, yeah, I feel like in many of his past lives, whoa, why is it falling down? Why is it falling out of my hand so much? In many of his past lives, I feel like he was more so in the city rather than in the country. So that is why he has come back to it again in this life, even though he was born in the countryside and grew up in a simple rural farm boy lifestyle. I feel like it was always his destiny really to come back to the big city lifestyle or the city lifestyle. And by the way, I feel like his rural upbringing made him very humble, understanding about what it is to work for something in your life. And actually, this rural upbringing, I feel in his past life, it was something that he wished for. He wished to live a hard life in his next life, in this lifetime, because he wanted that character development or that development of grit. You know what I mean? Grit. It's like self-discipline, self-maintenance, like being able to work for something. Like, I get the feeling that he wished for that in his past life. He wished, like in his past life, I feel like he could have been actually a shop owner. It says here shop owner, yeah. He could have been a shop owner. He could have been someone like in a city running a business, but I feel like he always had a lot of respect and admiration for farmers or people who were working hard. So I feel like that's why he came into it in this life again. And I feel like it did make him learn how to work hard growing up on the farm. But we are going to look more into his present lifetime now. So what comes up, please, for Kim Tae-hyung V in his present lifetime, in the past of this present lifetime? What do we need to know about him? Wow, change. When the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come to a sacred crossroads in your own evolution. Wow. Now, I know that his initial audition for the I don't know what you even call it, the first K-pop company that he got into, was he showed up there for his friend. He went there for his friend, to just accompany his friend to audition, but they wanted him to audition as well. So with that audition, he got in. And I feel like when they saw him, they thought, oh, he looks interesting. He has a real interesting aura about him. And I get this energy of him going there and being kind of quiet, kind of reserved, kind of like he didn't know what he's doing there. And it really gives me that energy of like Aladdin, you know, like diamond in the rough kind of energy. Yeah, I'm seeing with the tiger here and the goddess here, it's this energy of like, you don't know the power that you have. Like, he didn't know the power that he held, the power that he had, the image that he had. He didn't realize that it was so good or so beneficial or so refined in a way. Like, it's really like a Cinderella story, isn't it? In a way, like rags to riches. I feel like he never saw it coming, and no one in his family ever truly saw it coming. I feel like his father encouraged him with music. His parents encouraged him with music, but they never thought he's going to become such a big musician. He's never going to become so successful. They never expected he'd be a male model. Like, they always knew he's their beautiful baby boy, but they thought maybe he's going to take over from the work that they're doing now, something like that. But he did something so much bigger with himself. And I feel like I'm actually seeing right now them being super shocked and cheering for him when he got that acceptance into the like idol company in the first audition. I feel also like they had some suspicion, like they didn't know if he would really be successful with that, or if it's like a scam, or like, it's a kind of feeling of disbelief that I'm getting. Like, how could you be into that? And also, I feel like they may have thought that, oh, we don't know if he's really wasting his time with this, with all this training and all this stuff that he's doing. But once they saw things going along, and once they saw him getting accepted into BTS group, I feel like they really realized that things are changing and we can actually trust this, and maybe he has a career. Maybe he will make our family rich as well. And by the way, guys, I didn't explain how I do these layouts. The first line is the past, the second line is the present, and the third line is the future. So let's continue to look at his past today. So what do we need to know about Kim Tae-hyung's past, please? Labyrinth, okay. Lost, delayed, complex, contemplate, it's contemplated. Going inward, spiritual quest, deliberation, long way home, problem to solve, catch-22, a situation to sort out. Okay, so I'm getting this message that when he was younger, when he was like a child and a teenager, he was a very deep thinker. And I see him just spending a lot of time by himself, thinking about things, contemplating, maybe writing things down, maybe writing a bit of poetry. I feel like he was always interested in music or movies or other things that made him really think about things deeply, made him contemplate life. I feel like, now I do generally feel like he had mostly an interest in Korean cinema or music, but I do feel like there's a bit of foreign influence there. Like I'm hearing English music, I'm seeing like English movies dubbed into Korean, but I'm seeing it being like classical kind of culture, like stuff from the 60s, 70s, or whatever, 80s maybe, where I see him having this fascination with these kind of old classy, it's a bit like old Hollywood energy, like old classy movies, music, but things with meaning, not just like pulp, things with meaning. I see him being interested in history as well. I see him being interested in events that have changed the world, is what I'm seeing. Like he may have been, I'm actually hearing Vietnam for whatever reason. I don't know why, but yeah, I do feel like he felt a certain kind of, and he still does feel a certain kind of romanticism about things that were in the past. I also feel like he may have had contact with elders quite a lot when he was younger, and really, he was really interested to hear what older people had to tell him or say to him about things in the past. Also, I feel like he may have done well in school. Get that energy. I feel like he was someone with the lost energy here, like he may have been looking to his past a lot to find his future. And I feel like when he was in school, he was known by his peers, by his classmates, by his teachers for being very kind of contemplative. A little bit introverted, but also I feel like he had many friends. So he wasn't totally like a recluse or a hermit or anything, but I feel like he was very kind of contemplative. And I feel him being the type of guy who people would have come to for advice, like his friends, female friends, whoever would have come to him for advice, like, oh, what do you think I should do about this situation? For love advice also. You know, I feel him being quite wise, like he's always had this certain kind of wisdom, actually, from a young age. So let's see what else comes up. Knight of Wands. Thank you. Hanged One, Hanged Man, yes, definitely. For his past, Two of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. 4 of Swords. Oh, can you see? Let me close my curtain. Yeah, so, yes. I get the message right now about relationships, particularly relationships. Well, actually, I feel strongly for him that he is a guy who, I feel him like he's someone who's always loved his mother quite a lot. He's always loved, I feel him really being like a lover of people. He respects his elders. He respects his siblings. He's very respectful. He's very like he shows up to the thing, whatever it may be. He could show up, look at this 10 of Pentacles here. He could show up in the village with his family, even being a superstar, and be like the most humble person in the room, is the feeling I'm getting. And with the Hanged Man energy here, I feel like that change in his life, that huge change from being a village boy to being a superstar, he's like very grateful for that. Like he was very astonished by that, I feel. And I feel him like when he went away from home, it was hard for him. He felt lonely, he felt alone. I feel him calling his mom actually and saying like, you know, I miss you, I want to see you, I want you to be here. I feel him when he was in training, like he would go home and people would ask him, how's it going, how are you doing? And I feel him saying like, oh, it's okay. But inside, I feel like the whole training process for him and being such a huge pop star for him in the beginning was really tough, really difficult. You see with this Knight of Wands here, it's like this boy or young man or man holding on to this branch. And I feel this energy of him thinking like, okay, I don't know if I really want to go through with this in the very beginning. I don't know if I want to go through with this or if I want to stay here and be who I am, like in the village, holding on to the branch, you know, holding on to the nature of the place where I come from. With the Four of Swords here, I feel like he took that critical decision to change his life and realize, I get a leap of faith kind of energy coming up from this Four of Swords here. Like, this was a huge leap of faith to join in, well, BTS, basically, to join in BTS. I feel like he really didn't know what can come up for it here. You see so many of these figures here with their eyes closed. So I get this energy of him like having a lot of contemplation and maybe even prayer or something about his decisions. And also potentially talking it over with elders. You see this older person here. I feel like everyone told him like, okay, we don't know what will come out of it, but what is there to lose? You know, you could gain a lot from it in the beginning of his career, is what I'm seeing. So I feel like they did encourage him, but I mentioned before that there may have been some doubt also, like, okay, we don't know if it's going to be real or not, but you can try, you know, let's try. So let's see what comes up for his present moment. Now I do want to address his dating or whoever he may be in a relationship with. There were rumors. The rumors were a few years ago, I believe, about him being in a relationship with Jennie from Blackpink, but let's see what comes up for him at the present moment. By the way, I do want to say that about him and Jennie, I do feel like they are friends. I feel like they're good friends, I would say, even now. I feel like they are in contact with each other, and I do want to tell you, I mean, we're going to see what comes up in the cards. I do want to tell you, though, I feel like they're not currently dating now, and I do actually feel like she's with someone else. So let's see what comes up for his present moment. Freedom. I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bonds. I get the word exploration coming up for him right now. Exploration. Like, it seems to me that he could be, well, he is really, like, he is doing more with his solo career at the moment. He is doing more with his solo career, and he is, you know, challenging himself quite a lot is what I see. We know that he finished his military service as well, and he got off it in June this year, 2025. So right now it's August 2025. So he pretty recently got out of his military service. So there is this energy of like freedom, like I can do whatever I want to do. These are the words coming up. I can do whatever I want to do. I even hear him saying like, I don't even need to be in BTS. I don't need to stay in BTS. But I feel like he wants to stay in BTS because he's thankful for what it gives him. And also I feel like he actually has to. There's something about a contract coming up. He has to stay there. But I feel like he also feels stability there with BTS. I feel like his career path ahead with his solo career and everything is a big question for him. We're going to check it in a minute after he finished this line. We're going to do the future line here. So let's see what comes up for his present moment right now. Let's see. I do feel it is this card, but I actually feel something coming up here. Let me see. Yes, this as well. So we're taking two today. I feel like it is this one first. Spilled milk. Regret. Accidents happen. Don't sweat the small stuff. Mistakes. Leave it in the past. It's over. It cannot be changed. Disappointed. Clean up time. Let it go. Minor problems. I feel like this could be about a romantic relationship that he's not so public about. I feel like it's something quite secret for him, closed. He doesn't want to show it to fans, and I feel like he may not discuss it much with other people at all as well. There is something deep down inside him which is not sitting well with him. I feel, yes, again, I feel it coming up about a romantic relationship. It could be with Jennie. I do feel it is with a Korean female, Korean woman. But I want to say that I feel him being hopeful for his future. and him actually thinking, I shouldn't cry over spilled milk. You know that old expression, like crying over something small that has happened. Like I shouldn't worry about it too much. So let's see what else comes up here. Oh, person of water. Now let's see, Jenny. Well, she's a Capricorn, but yeah, you know, with him, it could be about the emotional idealism. You know, with water signs, it's all about feeling that softness with that person. So yes, I do feel like he's dealing with some kind of breakup right now, actually. So I would say I get that feeling that he's not in a new relationship right now because of him dealing with that breakup right now. So he has some sensitivity going on right now, and he is trying to heal from that. This is something strongly coming up. So maybe you guys in the comments, you ARMY or BTS ARMY or whoever you are, maybe you know about it more than me. But let's see, 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, he's working on his craft, working on his art, working on his career, working on his independent career. Magician. 3 of Swords. Yes, a lot of 3s coming up here. So I do feel like he's enjoying singing quite a lot with the 3 energy coming up here. 3 energy is giving Gemini, is giving Mercury energy, which tells me that something about communication is very important for him. I actually feel like he could be doing interviews. Like I feel like maybe even today, it is like August 12th today, I think. Like I feel like he might even be doing an interview today. But I see here with the Magician in reverse, like I feel him like he currently has some kind of 10-year plan is what I'm hearing. And with Magician in reverse, with Ace of Cups in reverse, it's like, I feel it is a slow going plan. Like he's okay with things going slowly, but he has this plan in place. Like I need to develop things myself. I need to make my own solo career happen as well. And I feel that with the freedom energy, him thinking also that I need to do something more than just what I'm doing here with BTS. And we know that he does modeling. We know that he's putting out his solo albums and everything. And so that is very important for him, I feel. He's feeling very good with the things that he's developing right now. And he knows he has to do that. Queen of Pentacles here. Yeah, that money for his side projects, it's coming in. It is coming in. Yeah, it's slowly building. He's feeling happy about it. He's feeling like I have a career going on. I also get the feeling that he is doing this for his family as well. And I see him, especially here with the past line, I'm just coming back to it again. It's like I see him in the past and even now thinking like, I gotta work. Like it's kind of this workaholic energy. Like I get the message he has everything to lose, actually. So he has to constantly work on himself, work out. I do know that he likes to do a lot of sport, likes to work out quite a lot. So he feels strongly inside himself, I have to do these things. I have to keep working. I have to keep doing what I'm doing, because if I stop, it's not going to be good for me. It's going to be bad for me. So I feel him really having this workaholic kind of energy. I believe I saw in one interview that he did, he takes like medication to go to sleep, actually. So this is just a sign, you know, he has this overactive tendency, overactive mind. So let's see what comes up for his future now. Ooh, your path. Dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. Yeah. There's a lot of... Well, I don't know if he's really like religious or anything, like... But I get the feeling that he does believe in something, and he does say some kind of like, you know, wishes or prayers. Like I feel like he believes in wishes. He believes in wishes. He believes in setting good intention, I believe. But I also get the feeling that he's the type of person who feels like you can't just wish. You have to take action. You have to do something for yourself to develop yourself. So he... Actually, you see here we got that labyrinth, and we have this your path, and it's also a kind of mandala. I feel like he is finding his way, and he knows he has to develop himself, but he doesn't have anything specific in mind. So many of these characters today just have their eyes closed, and so for me it tells me that he's a very meditative type of person, and he is okay. He's kind of stoic, you know? He's got this kind of slow moving energy and he likes to be peaceful. I feel that from him. I see him just like, he might be the type, I'd see him actually, this vision of him just like kind of sitting on a rainy day in a windowsill, like with a book and tea, you know? So I feel like he enjoys introspective life. I feel like he may be someone who likes to read, actually. He likes music for sure. And I feel like he likes, now I have listened to a couple of his tracks and he does a lot with kind of slow jazz or like slow moving music. And I feel him actually breaking out into that a lot more. I got this kind of like Frank Sinatra or like even Michael Bublé kind of vibe from his music. So I feel like he appreciates things that are classy, a bit more traditional, or from kind of another era. I actually get the feeling like he's not from this era, you know. He's not trying to be like hot boy, urban kind of rap star. That's not his style at all. But anyway, let's see what comes up for his future, and I will give you more insights on what else I saw for his future. Oh, chocolate, great. Satisfaction, perfection, love, romance, treating yourself, sweet, rich, smooth, splurge, aphrodisiac, the good stuff, fine dining, do the right thing. Oh, do things right, celebration, elevated mood, yes. But you know what I'm picking up from this card specifically is, you know how chocolate just kind of, you let it sit on your tongue and you let it melt in your mouth. There is that energy of him, you know. He's that kind of person who likes to savor things. He likes to savor the good times. He likes to make sure that the sweetness of certain moments lasts. And I feel like, now if we're talking about Jenny, I get a message about Jenny right now that she's a bit different from that. I feel like she likes things to be more fast. Because there were rumors about the two of them being in a relationship, I feel like she likes things to be more fast. She wants things to be more immediate, is the energy that I get from her. But he's the type of person, he wants to savor the moment. He wants things to be slow. He wants moments to last. And I feel like not everyone can understand that. Maybe not everyone can tolerate that. Also, I do get a message from this card coming up that he may actually do something with investing in, well, he could invest in something like a chocolate industry or something which I feel is kind of, it's like a product. And I know he is modeling for Celine. And he does a lot with Celine and he really loves their values. And when I look at him, I just get this energy of like, I like smell perfume actually, because I'm clairsentient as well. Like I smell the kind of perfume that is around him and stuff. And it's like, wow, he really enjoys the more luxurious things of life. You know, you see this kind of luxurious chocolate here. He really enjoys the luxurious things of life. He really wants class and elegance and everything in his life. And by the way, guys, I do get the energy, and we're going to check more in the tarot in a minute, but I did get a kind of vision when I was looking at him that I feel he's going to move to Europe. It could be in France, could be in Paris. I actually see him like he could have some kind of apartment, like an old central Paris, like overlooking the Seine River or something like this, you know, like I feel him being that classical style and him just wanting something that's very elegant. And investing, I see him in the future investing, potentially actually investing in chocolate or investing in some kind of cosmetics or a kind of luxury brand. I feel like he actually could start his own luxury brand. And I feel like with that, he will take a lot of inspiration from brands like Celine that he's working for right now. So I feel like he already has that idea and it's something he's going to want to develop more in the future. But actually, I see him right now saying to himself, I'm not rich enough. I'm not actually rich enough to do it yet, to start my own luxury brand. But let's see what comes up right now in the tarot for this reading today. So the Devil, yes. He's chained to something. Oh, wait. We are looking at the future. So I feel like in the future, there's going to be something with a contract, burden of a contract. I feel like he actually may want to leave BTS at some point before they are ready for him to go. So like that, they're going to chain him to the contract, because if you know the original devil card, it has like two people who are chained together, or chained like to the devil, you know. So there is that energy coming up of like, I can't get away from it. You see this is like a leash here. It's like someone's got him on a leash, someone's got a rope around his neck. And I feel like it has to do with the contracts that he has currently. Like, he's going to have a hard time getting away from those in the future, even though I feel like at a certain point in the future, he's going to get really tired of the stuff that he's doing right now. I'm talking about BTS and modeling. Like, I feel him wanting to, in the future, go on to his own solo career, which is more like slow, more peaceful. And it's really his own, because the things that he's doing now, I definitely feel like Celine is actually, modeling with Celine is really like very much his energy. But I feel the thing with BTS getting old for him already, and feeling like it's kind of juvenile for him. Like he wants to do something more mature in the future. Two of Pentacles, yeah. He's going to try to figure this out, try to juggle it. I want to ask about his future life partner. Can you give us an indication, a sign? Seven of Wands. Now, number seven is definitely talking about partner. But let's come back to it. So let's see. Nine of Pentacles. And Six of Wands. Oh, he will be married. Yes, he will strongly be married in the future. And what I'm seeing here is that, you know, I really feel his wife could be a foreigner, meaning I feel she may not be Korean. And actually, I do want to tell you guys that I see him learning better than he knows now, foreign language in the future. I definitely feel like English will be one, but I also feel like he would be speaking French in the future, and potentially Japanese. If he already doesn't speak Japanese, I feel he'll be learning Japanese. I feel like his future wife could actually be European. And I'm seeing here, gosh, I don't feel she's going to be really like blonde. I feel she's going to be more of a brunette. And I feel she could actually be a fan of his. But I feel like she could be someone that he works with in the future. And she could also be a singer, is what I'm hearing. I'm feeling and I'm hearing like Spanish or Portuguese, or I dare say Italian, but it doesn't feel too Italian to me. I'm really getting this feeling of Spain. Like, I feel like she's someone who could be singing in that kind of genre that he sings in, like with the jazz and all the kind of more like neoclassical music. Well, we have to wait and see in the future, but I do see him like really learning well foreign languages coming up in the future. That's something I saw before we even started this reading. So with the Two of Pentacles here, I feel like there is going to be a point where he's like figuring out and juggling what he has to do with his career, but also what he has to do with his living, where he wants to live in his life. I do get that energy of him, like he's going to decide to move away somewhere. And I feel like it can be because of his future wife, because of his future partner. Like he may actually meet her in Europe, I feel. And I actually get right now a message about film festival. I feel like we might see him in the future being at some kind of European film festival, like Cannes Film Festival, or another big European film festival. I don't know if there are any other big ones, but I'm seeing like I'm hearing actually Cannes Film Festival, like he could be there, could make an appearance there. I see him wanting to invest in something in the future. He could be investing in some kind of film direction. In the future, he could actually be producing a film. You know, producer is kind of like the person who gives the money for the film to the director, because I see him in the future really liking some kind of direction that a film director has. And I feel like it could actually be a Korean film director, but a Korean film director who has ties to Europe and has ties, like I'm actually seeing Europe specifically, and I'm actually being drawn back to that one film director who passed away recently from COVID. He made that film like, what is it called? Spring, summer, winter, autumn. He made this kind of introspective, a little bit kind of Buddhist film. If you've never seen it, you should really look it up. But he was living in Estonia, and he passed away, and so for some reason I'm being directed to him. So I feel like this could be a similar situation. It's like a Korean film director who has a kind of introspective, insightful film that he wants to create and produce, and I feel like this person would be friends with Kim Tae-hyung, with V. So I do feel V having a very like long career in media, or kind of being involved and having his own solo career in the future. And I actually see him, I'm getting a vision of him right now when he's quite old, like even when he's 60 or something, singing on stage is what I'm seeing and hearing. Singing on stage, his own solo work. So I feel like he will be famous for pretty much his whole life. He will be recognized by especially the Korean public. I feel like he will be getting some kind of medal, or like recognized somehow by the Korean, I don't know, government maybe, or whatever they have. But yeah, he is going to have a long, successful life. The boy from the village who made it big, basically, is the feeling I'm having. And with the Six of Wands here also, I'm seeing him being welcome somewhere and very like celebrated somewhere. And also, again, I get the message about him living in Paris, living in France, specifically like Paris, like central Paris. Beautiful apartment, like white on the outside and everything. Yeah. With Nine of Pentacles, I feel like his wife is also going to be quite affluent. She's going to be successful. I'm actually hearing pop star right now, but I feel like she might be more of a jazz singer, or more of that kind of singer. She's going to be someone like that. And I feel like also he could have a son, is the energy I'm getting. Maybe just one child, but I feel like he may have a son. And I get the feeling as well, guys, I feel like he's going to marry a bit later. That means like closer to 40. I'm actually getting the number 38 coming up. He could be married around the age of 38. So we have yet to see that. And I feel like we have yet to see this person coming in for him. I want to just ask, for a little bit more information about his wife right now. Please tell us. There's a little bit more information. Oh. It's going to be like, I feel he's going to try to pull her in. He's going to meet her. They might work together. They might actually do some kind of duet together. Because with this energy here about fishing pole, I'm actually seeing a recording studio for some reason. They may work together. She has a kind of voice which may go nicely together with his. I feel like they could actually make an album together or something. Maybe a whole album. I don't know. There's going to be this really great harmony and chemistry between the two of them together. And by the way, about Jenny, I get the message about Jenny again coming up, that relationship was very immature in a way, is what I'm hearing. And I feel like he thinks about it like that as well. And they're not for each other. Jenny and Kim Tae-hyung, no, they are not for each other. They're not going to be together. This is the feeling coming up. So yeah, friends, if you like this reading today, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel. And by the way, I have an Instagram as well. If you want to hit me up for a personal reading, I do personal readings as well. Check the link down below for my Instagram. And also, if you have any viewer requests, suggestions for any celebrities, world events, or what have you, please do comment down below, or just comment down below to let me know you stopped by. So yeah, thank you to all the fans and all the new viewers out there. Really appreciate you stopping by today. And until next time, stay in love, stay in light, and bye.